Thousands of Angolans, mainly opposition supporters, took to the streets on Saturday in the country's capital to demonstrate against what they allege is electoral fraud in last month's divisive elections. The move is by the main opposition party, UNITA, a former rebel movement that fought a 27-year civil war against the ruling People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, government. UNITA lost that war and the MPLA has governed the country since then. President João Lourenço, the 68-year-old ex-general of the MPLA, had won by a slim majority of 51.17%, earning himself a second term in office, while his opposition opponent Alberto Costa Jr. of UNITA got about 44%, its best results yet. After losing to Lourenço, UNITA's party leader Alberto Costa Jr. called for a protest gathering mostly the youth, who felt they have been left out by the MPLA government. And the party has challenged the results of the August 24th vote in court. But the country's top court dismissed the petition, and UNITA called for national rallies to begin 1 month after the vote. Other opposition parties and civil groups said the vote was marred by irregularities. However, only UNITA has challenged the results in court. In spite of the call for street protests, UNITA has not yet released any evidence of fraud. Observers from elsewhere in Africa hailed the peaceful nature of the polls, but raised questions on issues including press freedom and the accuracy of electoral roll. Over 14.7 million people were registered to vote at 13,200 polling stations across the Southern African nation. Having won independence from Portugal in 1975, Angola is the third largest economy in the sub-Saharan Africa and Africa's second biggest oil producer after Nigeria. But half of its population still live in poverty, and more than half of its youthful population under 25 remain unemployed. Despite the claims of an interest in changing the nation's political direction, the turnout, at less than 50%, was the lowest since independence. For QTV News, Lolly M.Camara.